I'm putting cheap Chinese radios to the test against brand names to see if there's really a difference. Let's find out. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ham Shack TV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is brought to you by BetterSafe Radios. Guys, BetterSafe Radios offers some fantastic radios, specifically from this brand. This is called Waxon or Oshing. Some people call it Oshing or Ocean. Waxon is what I call it, what folks around my area call it. And these radios are just fantastic. Super easy to operate, easy to program. Matter of fact, they do come pre-programmed with a lot of popular frequencies in them. So go check out BetterSafeRadio.com and use my coupon code AA4WX7. You'll get 7% off any order over $100. That's BetterSafe Radio. So the world of radios has seen a surge in popularity, especially with the influx of affordable Chinese models. Many people are drawn to these budget-friendly options, but there's a lingering question. Do they really match up to the quality of the established brands? I've seen plenty of discussions online where people swear by brand names, while others claim the cheap alternatives are just as good. When choosing a radio, durability and sound quality top the list of concerns for most consumers. Can a cheap radio withstand daily use, or will it break easy? And what about sound quality? Can it deliver clear, crisp audio, or will it leave you disappointed? Brand names often come with the reputation for a reliability and superior performance, but at a much higher price. On the other hand, budget options are enticing with their affordability, but the uncertainty about the performance can be a major turnoff. Also, another concern is a lot of these Chinese radios are not FCC type accepted, and a lot of them have dirty emissions. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. Definitely not this Waxon. I love this Waxon. BetterSafeRadio.com, coupon code AA4WX7. But the thing is, I have heard a lot of Baofangs on the air. And we're going to pick on Baofeng. That is the most popular Chinese radio out there right now. And some of them sound great. A lot of them sound like they're talking to the radio clear across the room. Just the mic gain is terrible in them. I find that a lot of these Baofeng models are kind of difficult to operate, difficult to program. You have to understand what a bunch of abbreviations means in order to make it work properly. And so I find that to be a big challenge. However, some people aren't that worried about it. You can download RT System software to program the thing with a good cheap programming cable, and that makes it a lot easier. But there are a lot of people out there. Would you spend, $20-$30 for an HT? Or would you rather put your money where your mouth is and buy something that's normal and reliable and things like that, like an ICOM or a Kenwood or a Yaesu? Now, I do believe that Anytone is Chinese as well. And honestly, I will tell you this. Anytone radios are pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. I like Anytone radios. You can get an Anytone radio from Bridgecom Systems, which I have a link down in the description. They also have them on Amazon too. You can go check those out as well. But for me, I kind of like the brand names, the ones that we recognize, the ones that we know. So let's dive into some specific comparisons. Cheap Chinese radios often pack a surprising number of features, including Bluetooth connectivity, USB-C charging, and even FM radio. Brand name models, of course, also offer these features, but the question is whether they perform significantly better. I've looked at user reviews and expert tests, and some cheap radios actually receive high praise for their performance. They might not have all the bells and whistles of a brand name radio, but they get the job done. Here's my opinion on a lot of these Chinese radios. They are good disposable radios. Good disposable. I had a Baofeng UVK K5 Plus, and that was a great radio. Did 222. That was really an awesome feature of that radio. One drop, though. One drop was the end of that. Screen was smashed. Unfortunately, that radio did not come home from Hamvention. It remained in Ohio in a garbage can somewhere, just without a screen. It's a brick. You really can't do much with it. So I find that still cheap Chinese radios and brand name models to test side by side. Only the most surprising findings was how close the sound quality is between the two of them. A lot of them, you really can't tell the difference. Some of them, again, like I said earlier, the mic gain is extremely low, and you really need to tell them to eat the mic in order to be heard well. While brand name radios do have an edge for clarity and depth, that is definitely true. Clarity and depth is good. The cheap Chinese radios, they're not far behind, but they need work on their microphone systems, their transmit. In terms of durability, the brand name models did seem to be more robust, and that is exactly why I was explaining to you about the UVK5. This walks on, doesn't break. It's pretty rough. It's been handled pretty rough. My Icon 52 that I had, rough radio, but handled perfectly. And then my Kenwood D75. I've dropped it numerous times. No problem with it. Anytone 770 or 878, no problem with that. Yaesu, never had a problem with one drop. And one drop of that Baofeng, it was done. It was done. But again, for the price point, these are great. The Chinese radios are very, very good to throw in a backpack, throw on your belt loop for you're out on a short hike, or you're on a hike, or maybe you're out in the yard doing work or something like that. It's good to have on your belt without worrying about destroying $500, $600, $700, $800 radio. The main takeaway from my testing is that cheap Chinese radios they do offer remarkable value for their money. They might not match the performance of the brand name models in every aspect, but they are often close enough that significant savings make them a compelling choice. If you're on a budget or just looking for a simple radio to enjoy your favorite repeaters or some simplex talk, a cheap Chinese radio could be just the option. If you've had any experience with cheap Chinese radios, I'd love to hear about them down in the comments. Tell me if if you've had one that's lasted quite some time, or perhaps I've noticed when I turn the music on, for some reason, you all stop hearing me for whatever reason. I have no idea why that is. Let me know down in the comments. If your experience with these Chinese radios. Have you broke one? Do you break them often? And also let me know about your brand name stuff. What kind of HT do you carry around, and is it held up well? How old is it? That kind of thing. If you're interested in getting the most out of your radio, be sure to check out more videos that I'll be doing. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We appreciate you being here on Ham Shack TV. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. 73s, everybody. 88 WSCB 690.